guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? Cap24 here from HuddleGG. Today's video, we're going to talk about the ultimate kickoff return team that we have in MUT right now, where we're going to go ahead and look at who we can put in positions on the depth chart to really just give us the best opportunity to clear out blocks, deplete players, win blocks, and just have a lot of success on special teams. Now, I'm going to show you the best of the best. And then what I'm going to show you from there is if you don't have, the coins or you want more budget players, how to go ahead and put those players in and change your lineup up a little bit to where those players are going to be in the spots you need them to. So this is going to be an informative video that might be a little bit on the longer side, but it's going to be something that I want to make sure that you understand the whys and the hows behind it so you can do and duplicate this, okay? So all I'm going to do here to start off this video is just kick the ball off. Now, I always call return right lead, doesn't matter where they kick it. I believe that is the best way to get the best amount of blocks consistently. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and just kick it off, and then we're going to go over where everybody is lined up on the defensive side, or basically not defense, but the kick return side, and then why we put them where we are, and why we're going to get the success that we had. If you can see on the right-hand side, we basically didn't really have to do anything. Not that I was trying to return this, but the players are naturally just falling like leaves, right? And the reason why that is, and let's go look at our players as we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to explain who's in each position, and then I'm going to go back and show you why I put who in each position, because there are reasons for speed and all these type of abilities right now. The first guy you need to see here, number 65, that is going to be your tight end number 3. Now over here, number 54, that's going to be your middle linebacker 2. Now over here, number 97 is going to be your left outside linebacker number 2. This is going to be your fullback number 1 here, number 18. This is going to be your tight end number 1, number 83. The next line you're going to see here, this is your wide receiver 4. This is going to be your number 2 right here is going to be your right outside linebacker number 2. This is going to be your fullback number 2 right here, number 71. And then if you go back here, this is going to be your punt returner 2. This is going to be your kickoff returner number 2. Okay, and then obviously this is going to be your kickoff returner. Now, the first two positions I'm going to talk about are these two guys back here. Your punt returner number 2, okay? You could put a lot of positions there, and we'll get into that. We can put wide receivers there. We can put defensive players there. We can put fullbacks there. We can put running backs there, tight ends there, anyone. So say we wanted to put our tight end 1 there. Well, he's going to go in this spot no matter what. You put him there, he's going to be there. But now the tight end 1, that's supposed to be way over here, right? He's now going to be tight end number 2, and then this guy over here is going to be basically the lasting tight end. So whenever you put anybody in your punt returners or your kickoff returner spots, they're automatically going to put there. But if they're in a position that was supposed to be on the kickoff return team, those guys are going to be backfilled, okay? So that's the first thing you want to know. Now, why do we put where we put it? Our tight end number 3 here, we're going to put Latham, okay? Now, why do we put Latham? He has nasty streak, okay? He also has high strength, weight. He's going to go and target their wide receiver number 4, which is going to be that second player in, and you need to have speed in this position, okay? What I mean by that is that, say in this spot, we don't have a great tight end that we want to put in there, or maybe our tight end we want to put in a different spot, and we want to substitute a lineman in the spot, because you can put tackles there, right? If I put a 70 speed tackle, our number 23 is going to run by us, right? So I'll show you this example later, but we want this guy to have enough speed to where he can get to a spot, turn around, and basically go ahead and win this impact block and get him down to the ground, okay? That's what we're looking for in that spot, okay? Now, the next two players, what we're going to be looking for is high impact block at 99 between this player here that we're looking at right now, who is our middle linebacker 2, and our left outside linebacker 2. These guys aren't going to be anything special because they're defensive players. We just need them to have 99 impact block, because what you're going to see is that we just need to get them to not, go ahead and totally whiffed on these guys. We can see on this, our 99 block basically just depleted him, okay? Now, on the next player that you're really going to be looking at here is going to be on the left side here. This is going to be your fullback 1 and your tight end 1. These two guys both have Vanguard. I got Skoranek as my fullback 1, Crumpler is my tight end one. Now you see how we're going to want them to try to do their best to just knock out a player backside so that they don't come the other way. Now you can see here, Skoranek went ahead and knocked him out. That is exactly what we want. And the reason why is because if you go back here, number 7, okay, this is going to be a halfback, right? We don't get our blocks, whether it's Nasty Streak or our Vanguard, to work that often on offensive players. I know it sounds weird, but because this guy's an offensive player, we're going to basically want him to go to our number 4 wide receiver, which is Burris. But now we can basically just hold him up. The guy's not going to be a great player. He's a running back too. So what we just want him to do is basically just hold him up so we're good. That's why our wide receiver 4 position doesn't have to be that strong. We just need him to do that. If we can get our fullback to take this guy out, leaving him, we're in really good shape. Now over here, Crumpler is going against Ronnie Lott. And I don't remember what I got on Ronnie Lott, but you can see that we didn't get the the decleater, but it really doesn't matter because that's backside, okay? Now, what we're going to look over here on the right side here is these two guys back here. Montez Sweat obviously got Vanguard. Victor Cruz got Vanguard. They're going to collect in the middle of the field, and then they're going to basically go ahead and attack their guys. And you can see here, depending on who they get, you can see Montez Sweat absolutely depleted somebody, and then Victor Cruz depleted somebody. So at this point, you're going to see the only person that really didn't get blocked here is number 52, and it was because our number 97 missed the block, right? He goes ahead and misses the block, and that's just what it is. If he would have held him up, we would have been able to go across the field. But you can see how everybody goes ahead and gets depleted, right? And you can see how this is going to lead to a lot of big plays. Now, you're probably asking me, what if I don't have all these guys, right? Like whatever the case is. Let's go back into our coaching. Let's go into our depth chart and start talking about this, right? Latham was our tight end number 3. He was the guy on the first play that I showed you. Well, let's just say we have Latham because Latham's actually pretty cheap, right? But we want him in a different spot. Let's say we want to put somebody like Joe Thomas, even though he's our starting left tackle and he was, basically a player you could build, say, because he's got 99 speed, let's put him at tight end number 3. And that's going to give us that ability to now move some players, right? Now we've got Latham, who's not part of our look, right? What if we want to go ahead and say we didn't have our Montez Sweat? I'm going to go into depth chart. I'm going to go put him at punt returner number 2, right? So now I'm going to put him in for where with Sweat is, right? And why would I want to put Latham in that spot, right? The reason why is that I'm going to kind of explain this a little bit here. He's going to be fine in the back, right? And I'm going to show you here how he's going to be fine in the back because he's going to be in a spot that can go ahead and do it. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off, right? You're going to see that Joe Thomas is now the guy that is going to be on the right of our kickoff team. This is going to be Latham, that's going to basically be number 65. And you can see here that, obviously we didn't get the guy get blocked, but you can see that our guys are in positions to now go ahead, and we took out, because we didn't have Montez Sweat, right? So basically what we did is we put, what's it called? Joe Thomas here. He's fast enough to get where he wants, and he's fast enough basically to go ahead and manhandle his guy. And then you can see here that, our Trent Williams went ahead and manhandled his guy right here, right? And what we didn't get from Latham is he didn't actually get number 20 over here. So that's what ended up happening. We missed our guy, but we went ahead and cleared it. So if you've got something that, first one free, or yak them up, or, returner like I do on Hester, you don't need to have somebody, basically you can break that first tackle. And you can see how we're going to be able to open it up right there, right? Now, I just want to kind of explain to you what the possibilities are, right? So I put Latham in the back. What if I want to put Latham as a fullback and I want to put Trent Williams in the back, right? All you'd have to do is go to my depth chart. I'm going to put Trent Williams. Go ahead and look at my depth chart, right? Go to coaching. We're going to do depth chart here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to our fullback, and we're going to put in Latham, who is a tight end, as our fullback. So he's going to be that player. I'm going to go back to my punt return, and I'm going to put him in. Basically, we'll go ahead and put Trent Williams back there, right? So now Trent Williams is going to be that guy that's that personal protector in the back, right? Let's go ahead and look at this again. Let's go and kick this ball off. I just want to kind of show you what your options are, right? So go ahead and kick this off. You're going to see that we still got our tackle over here on the left. And he's going to be in that tight end 3. Right now we've got Williams, who's going to be, basically our personal protector there. And he's going to basically take that guy out, right? So I want to make sure, and again, I'm really just looking at the blockers. I'm not really even trying to return this. But you're going to see that because we put Williams as our punt returner, he's going to go back there. Because I put Latham as my fullback 2, he's going to go there. Because I put this guy as my tight end 3, he's going to go there. So you're basically just shuffling these guys around to where now I've got a budget guy in Williams. I've got a budget guy in Latham. I've got my left tackle that, I've already put, time and effort into building him. That was free there. So now I got those 3 guys, and now I'm pretty much in good shape. Now, obviously here, this is a defensive guy, right? 99 impact, all defensive guys. So you're going to have those guys anyways. These guys don't have Vanguard, right? Now over here, I got Burris. Actually now it's Montez Sweat. The reason why it's Montez Sweat is because when I took him out of punt returner, he was my 4th receiver. So that guy goes in that spot. So yes, I do have 3 Vanguards over here, right? But you don't need them over here, right? These guys are just extras. These guys are just in spots because of where they are. Yes, they affect the play, but they're not going to be guys that have to go ahead and really take everybody out because of the way that we're going. They're going to be backside players. It's the front side players that you really need to drive them away, right? But say I don't have those guys. Maybe, I have lesser guys. I'm going to put those guys in just so you can see that it's not that you need them all. It's just, those are just bonuses, right? So if I go ahead and I take my fullback 1, which is Skoranek, and I put in, let's see how we can do this. Let's go ahead and just put in my fullback 1, just for the sake of the video. Let's put in somebody like Zach Martin. He can't be twice in this play. I can't do it. So I'm going to try to do a backup. Do I have any backup? So Bill Freilich. He's a backup right guard, right? So let's do this. He's a backup right guard, right? Say you have a nasty streak backup right guard that you're going to put in a fullback position, and your real fullback is going to be Latham, right? And then, you put here, you put in your second fullback. And I'm just going to do this so you can see Skoranek is my second fullback, right? So Freilich is there. If I go ahead and put a guard there, what you're going to see is that everything's going to shift, right? What I mean by that is now my guard is going to be in that spot, and you're going to see that, technically speaking, depending on how in game, you're going to basically be able to put whoever you want where you want them, right? But we're going to go ahead and look at this in this regard to see how we just basically manhandled everybody and go and score, right? But if you look at my players now, the guard that I put out there was my fullback 1, right? So my fullback 1 is over here, and say he's got some, that ability, he goes over here. He doesn't have to be that fast. He just needs to go ahead and get that guy, right? So just want to show you that guy gets him. And then if you look over here, the player on the right here, now, because this is my tight end number 2, because basically I have my tight end number 2, because I took him out of fullback, Skoranek goes over here. But what you're really looking at is just going ahead and trying to do your best to utilize the players in the spots that they are. It doesn't have to be the players, it's just the players on the depth chart. So I've got, Trent Williams here, who's, budget guy. I've got, Latham's a budget guy. Like, I didn't need to have Skoranek here to put anybody there, but you can see here that I was able to put, a guard there if I wanted to. So just want to make sure that you understand that that guy doesn't have to be that's a backup guard that's, I think he's in the 80s, right? It just needs to be somebody that can hold up his weight. And we're able to easily get all these players through. So I want to make sure that you understand that the way that you're going to run this is based upon where you put people in the depth chart. And, your tight ends, your fullbacks, your punt returner 2s, your kickoff returner 2s, your wide receiver 4s are your best spots. And those are the guys that you're going to want to put there in order to have the ultimate kickoff return when it comes to Madden Ultimate Team.